Today, I'm going to talk about the one problem with self-development. But before I jump into today's topic, I would like to encourage you guys to engage in the comments. Ask, what would you like to see in the future? What kind of questions do you have? I really appreciate the support and your input, so let's keep it up, and perhaps I make a video where I select a few questions and discuss a few topics around that. If you're watching this channel, chances are high you're also consuming a bunch of personal development content, like reading books, watching YouTube videos, attending seminars and coachings, or any kind of e-learning courses. However, there's one big problem with personal development, which most coaches and entrepreneurs are taking advantage of, and for the most part to the bad side. And you're probably not aware of. Personal development, it is not measurable. Dan Pina, even though I'm really not a big fan of him, makes a point when he sheds light onto the origins of personal development.
Personal development! You can't measure personal development! It's the greatest scam there ever was.
In poker, you can measure your success by how much money you make or how much money you lose. Ideally, when having a higher win rate, you can say you have succeeded. However, as I said in my other videos, that you can still succeed despite of not reaching your goal, maybe not making as much money as you intended to, simply because other factors come into play, such as variance, other people, and unpredictable circumstances. Of course, same for business. There's a lot of luck and bad luck involved in business too. In personal development though, it's very easy to get lost in the endless chase of studying, learning, trying, and never seeing any results. Reading one more book or watching one more YouTube video is not really development. It is not improving. It is just adding one more layer of knowledge. It's just another form of procrastinating. Improvement comes from applying, failing, adjusting, and applying again until you get the desired results. This requires very tangible and measurable steps. Before you start putting on paper, what is it that you are exactly trying to achieve? Why are you attending a certain course in the first place? Or why are you reading a book? Of course, if it's for the purpose of entertainment, then don't listen to it. And always having an action plan to apply the stuff you learn. Of course, as I said, if you just do it for fun, put this a little on the side. This is more for, if you want to improve your business, your poker, learning, so non-fictional stuff. It is so easy to get lost in the process of personal development, and a lot of these gurus and teachers are taking advantage of it. Even most books, if you think about it, everything they say can be summarized in 15 to 20 pages. But of course, it doesn't sell. So they talk about so many different things and 54 different steps and techniques which nobody of us will ever be able to apply. But of course, it sells better. So you need to understand that personal development makes money based on your problems, based on people's problems. And it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. The more problems you have, the more they can earn. It's that easy. So most courses, books, seminars, and coachings bring up so many different topics or try to educate about so many different areas, which keeps you hooked because you feel kind of bad. It feels eye-opening, yet overwhelming because the author or guru is teaching about so many different techniques and strategies, and it kind of makes us feel we're supposed to get good in all of these areas as well. Again, and this of course keeps us hooked. Some gurus take it even further and then they keep upselling you more shit. Right at the time when you think you need this stuff, bam, another course you are supposed to invest into. You blame yourself, you think you need all that stuff, and you never question that God-like human being that had all that proclaimed success, and it is probably all your fault why you suck. Wrong, at least for the most time. Most of the improvement you need are just a few things. There are certainly good books, also books who go really deep, and it's really worth exploring a topic from many different angles. However, you've experienced it as well, I'm pretty sure. We read a book and it feels like an endless ride just to pick up a few gems. One of my all-time favorite books, The One Thing, does a very good job at educating people to focus only a few things. And I also made a video about it, so check that out on my channel. Yet even if you invest into a valuable piece of content or coaching, it is still your responsibility to set practical and measurable steps and milestones. If I invest into something, let's say you want to invest into a business coach, I also want to make sure he has a business experience himself. He built a successful business and now he enjoys coaching and making money from it. And that's totally cool. Unfortunately, majority has never built a successful business. So just because you know it in theory doesn't make you a great poker coach or a great business coach. Of course, there are excellent coaches out there who are worth their money, but it requires due diligence about their background. He or she should be sharing content for free on social media, so you get an impression about their art of teaching, their background and their story. If not, this is already concerning for me. Furthermore, for me, very important as well that they're doing it because it's their passion, their mission, and not doing it for the money. And again, I don't mind investing into an expensive coach, but I should invest into their expertise and their passion for the game or business. And if they're good, it's totally fine to charge a lot of money. Most coaches are just being paid for their knowledge acquired through books and other gurus, and not gaining a lot of expertise through experience and hard work. And unfortunately, there are too many gurus who just think it's cool to make money and be free, but, and here's a big but, A, they never really succeeded in what they're trying to teach for themselves, and B, they're just doing it for the money because being a coach sounds so easy, but it actually requires a lot of experience in the field you're coaching, as well as coaching experience yourself. Working with people requires experience. Everyone is so different. However, they're good in selling and they understand the pitfall of self-development. It is so easy to tell someone he needs to improve in something, because we all need to improve in something, and we buy into it immediately. We believe that is exactly what we need. And here's the thing, maybe it doesn't actually need to be improved in the first place. We're always going to have problems and shortcomings in life. Not everything needs to be fixed. You need to be aware of what really requires attention and what not. Sometimes you're better off accepting certain things the way they are. You can't fix everything, and it actually might bring you more joy and happiness than constantly chasing for improvement. I'm not giving you the green light for being lazy on the couch 24/7. And even if this is something fulfilling for you, okay, go ahead, fine, then be on the couch 24/7 and binge watch Netflix. All it matters is if you're happy, if you're content and fulfilled in your life. And instead of chasing constantly improvement and fixes and investing into stuff, maybe take the time to really reflect upon things. Go somewhere just by yourself. Cut out social media. This is something I do. I try to do at least once a year, and I do that on a daily basis with meditation. I go inwards. So I really try to feel, what is it right now? I try to listen to my inner guidance. And this sounds so intangible and maybe mystical and just like some hippie stuff, but believe me, it's very powerful. This is something a lot of very successful businessmen, athletes and coaches advising to be in solitary and just on your own, and first look for yourself, because then what really happens is that you get to realize what you actually need. And you will realize, okay, this is just the way I am, and that's totally fine, and I'm not gonna be perfect in that. And you're gonna be able to identify the ways that you wanna take, the journeys you wanna go, and then you're gonna be able to pick the coach or the course or whatever it is that you really need, because this is something what you want, and not just because someone or society is telling you, oh, you're supposed to be good at that, oh, you're supposed to look pretty. No, you might not need that, you might not want that in your life. We're all different. And first, before you invest into the external world, you need to invest into yourself. Investing in terms of time, in terms of self-awareness and patience. Okay, this is so key, because what most people do is they reverse it. They first invest into something external in order to fix something internal. But this is the wrong way, because you don't really have the clearance, you don't really have the perspective to go really inside and to identify what is it that you really want, what is it that you really need. And there's also no proven path and proven practical 47-step technique strategy that I can give you so you can identify what it is that you want in life. All you can tell is try to shut and to cut out a bit of the noise, outside noise, the social media, sit down, reflect, take a week off, go into the wilderness, rent a cottage, go into the nature, and you will get answers. right? And it doesn't require a lot of money. And this has helped me a lot, and also a bunch of my students and people that I'm working with, and business colleagues that I've met along the way. And if you want to invest into something, keep an eye on these that I just mentioned, if they're doing it for the passion, for money, if they share this story. And if something seems odd or someone is not transparent, red flag. If it turns out to be a bad investment, learn from it and make it better next time. It should not stop you from investing yourself. Saying all courses, gurus are just a scam. It's just another excuse to not invest and work on yourself. It is really hard to see someone's intentions, I understand. So try to do a proper research and listen to your gut. Your instincts are much sharper than you think. I've been now in this industry as well. I mean, we're not really selling personal development. Of course, we have a mindset course, but I'm not trying to hardcore sell it. It's just something I enjoy doing. Same with my poker course. If someone is signing up or not, I'm not just trying to go to people and sell it into their faces. This is my passion. This is my life. And for me, already getting it out there was a major success. Everything else is just on top. So yeah, I think you really want to see if someone is passionate about something, if he puts himself out there, if he enjoys what he's doing, and if you have a bad feeling. And if people ask me, Ben, should I buy this course? Should I invest into it? I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't know you. And usually when you ask this question to someone, this is again the way I believe it, and someone is telling you, yeah, you should get it. It's great. I don't know if it's good for you, man. I don't know you. Maybe you have some sort of disorder that really hinders you from soaking up stuff. Then it would be a bad investment. Maybe right now you're not in an emotional state to play poker. I don't know you. So whenever you ask me, when someone asks me, should I buy your course on Twitch, in my DMs or whatever, I usually send them in my Discord or our Discord, where we have everything open and transparent. They can ask in our public channels, people, hey, should I invest into one of your courses? I'm like, we're not going to delete negative feedback, so people can feel free to share however they think about it, and I think they get a much better feedback. But at the end of the day, I don't really know you, so whenever you have this feeling someone is hard selling, I mean, of course, I know our content is good, and if someone asks me, is your content good, is it suitable? Of course, I'm going to say, yes, it's epic, it's dope, it's awesome content. But at the end of the day, I don't know if this content is good for you. So it's okay to be confident about what you're teaching. But at the end of the day, I think every coach is not in that position to say whether this piece of content is suitable for someone. So someone is trying to sell you the idea that his work is good for him or her. This should be a red flag, because a good coach understands that every person rolls differently, and there are going to be people that simply hate my shit face, and they don't like my accent, they don't like my hair, they don't like my style of playing poker, and that's totally cool. I'm not going to kiss their asses just to sell them something. And then if a coach is trying to sell you that, saying, yeah, my work it's going to work out for you, it's great, without actually knowing him, that's not a good coach and should be a red flag for you. So you can also test them a little bit. If you invest into private coaching, if you invest into a course, maybe try to reach out to them, send them a message or whatever, test them out a little bit, and I think you'll be able to do a much better judgment. So my intention here also that you invest your money really well, but I think also bottom line is first invest into yourself internally in terms of your time, in terms of patience, and in terms of self-awareness. And I hope, even though it might not be this 67 steps practical guidance here that you might be looking for, that magic pill, I hope it still has helped you to open your eyes.